I'm about to show you a chart that completely fucking blows a hole through the narrative of these idiots, okay? I'll call them science deniers, which is what they call us. It blows a hole in the narratives, and we've done that Swiss cheese at this point. We've blown so many holes through their narratives. But they still continue to cling on to many, many lies. But I'm about to show you a chart. And Mama Susan can't dock me for this. You know why? Because it's coming directly from the CDC. We're going to look at this. And I want you to just assess it and take it all in. Just take it in. Take it in. What you are looking at right here, for those of you that are watching us live, you're going to need to see this. Or you can see it. If you're listening to the audio after the fact, you can't. I'll explain what it is that we're looking at. The CDC has a map of the United States of America. And what they do is keep up with the level of community transmission by state to state. And most of them have always been in the red, okay? Because we're in a pandemic. Yet now, officially, Florida and Georgia are in the moderate. Texas is moving in that, where I'm at. And that's dropped down to substantial. The big states that you guys looked to, they did it the right way. Passports and constant testing and contact tracing and all of these things that's supposed to prevent the spread, right? It's supposed to stop the spread. California, still in the fucking red. Now, you may see, or you may think, well, there's other things to take into consideration. I'm not denying that. No. What I am saying is that if what was supposed to happen was going to happen, or what you said would happen, like, for example, when Texas let go of its restrictions, same thing with Florida, this chart should not look like this. It shouldn't even be close. That was the point of the other states and whatnot having the metrics in the first place. Yet, their community transmission has not halted in a sense to where they can even be claimed to be high. They're still high. The community transmission is high. It's pockets through the South, right? Which this right here, these are where, for the most part, areas where college football, for example, is massive. Alabama, Texas, Florida, right? Georgia. They said Mississippi. You can't lift these restrictions. You can't do that. Mass matters. You can't do that. You're going to kill all these poor people. And now the community transmission is going down. These guys still remain in the red. The guys with these harsh ass restrictions. Again, yeah, there could be other things that are to be taken into account. All right? But again, if what your measures, let's say if they were doing what you were told us to do. Now, we already know that your beloved jab, as Dr. Rochelle Walensky of the CDC has stated as of August 5th, that the jabs don't stop or don't prevent transmission anyway. So we know that. That's what they said. CDC said that. However, the other things, the social distancing, all the measures that they took for like schools, all of that, they said it was to slow or stop or prevent or whatever it was, and that basically it was going to be an apocalypse in Texas. You remember all the blue check? Oh, what did Gavin Newsom say? Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that receipt right now. Let me see if I can find this, because this was good. This was rich. You have, for example, Joe Biden back in April slamming the Texas Rangers because they didn't have any sort of restrictions on the people entering the baseball games right up the road up the highway from where I live. right? I'm trying to find the one, certainly with Gavin Newsom. This is a really good one, if I could find it. Let me see. I'm going to find this for the sake of it, because we're live. I need to find this because he said something like it was reckless when Texas lifted all of its restrictions. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Come on. Where is that? Where is that? I can't find the tweet, man. I found it. There it is. There it is. Right there. Remember this? March 2nd. Gavin dipshit shares this. Remember? Texas lifting all the mask mandates. All of that dumb shit that they had. Gavin Newsom says, absolutely reckless. Well, wait a minute. Just wait just a second. Because as time progressed, here we are. Your punk ass state is still right here. No disrespect to all my folk out there in California. You know you in a shithole. And you know you being ruled over by some fucking mini tyrant with his hair slicked back. Anyway, it shouldn't look like this. Florida. Y'all act like, oh, man, everybody was going to drop and die in Florida because they were basically the first state that said we're not doing any of this shit. Yet this is what the numbers look like. Southern folk, oh man, they got lower vaccination rates. Those little hillbilly hicks, they don't trust the science. Well, trusting the science got you motherfuckers still high in terms of your transmission rate of COVID. How many more stories do we have to tell? Look, I get it, man. Look, on a serious note, let's have a heart to heart for you guys that hate watch my videos and you say I'm one spreading medical misinformation when all I do is present the data from the same experts you tell me I'm supposed to listen to. I understand that many of you guys don't want to concede that you were lied to. It's the apocalypse that never came. All of the policies that they implemented did not work like they said they would work. Remember, we talked about this with Sweden. Again, it's not about them, having COVIDs or not having COVIDs, deaths or hospitalizations or transmit. That's not what it's about. It's about if the virus was doing what you said it was, and those measures and policies that you implemented that was supposed to slow the spread were supposed to do exactly that. Sweden shouldn't even been close. Sweden should have had the highest deaths per capita, highest hospitalization rates, highest transmission rates. And they didn't. Amongst the entire world, they didn't. People talk about, their neighbors. Hell, their neighbors at this point now are even starting to get rid of a lot of these policies. But it should have even been close. We talked about it in the UK, where they have these high vaccination rates. And for populations, I believe, of 30 and older, there's no difference between per capita, per 100,000 between the unvaccinated and the vaccinated in terms of their case rates. It's simply not working like they said it was. And I understand that some of y'all are late to the party, right? A lot of y'all freaked out. Yes, I've been consistent on this since March, but a lot of you motherfuckers freaked out. He got angry at me. But there's no reason to be so stubborn to where you can't look at the objective truth here and then reassess and change your ways. You don't have to double down. You're not required to double down. You're not required to do that. Yes, you have egg on your face. And yeah, maybe you owe a couple of people an apology. And I ain't talking about me. Maybe some of the family members and stuff that you ostracized because they dared to have a different position than you. You shouldn't be looking to people like us as the enemy. How about you look to the people that fucking lied to you? But doing their bidding, advocating for their disastrous policies that haven't even been proven to work, doesn't change what this looks like. Okay? It doesn't. So on a heart to heart that we're having here, guys. Concede that you've been lied to. Place your anger and gripe towards the folks that sold you on the lie. Don't get mad at us. There's no reason to do that. And especially, don't double down on a policy or groups of policies that have been shown to be disastrous in their implementation. And not only just that, they have also not worked in the way that they said that it would. That's all I'm saying. Just concede. Get over it. Come back to the table. As a rational human being, just admit you were wrong. But doubling down as more evidence continues to point to the contrary of their positions does not help you, and it certainly doesn't help the people in this country. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.